right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to High School Wrestling on the Region Sports Network. I don't know. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to High School Wrestling on the Region Sports Network, streaming on Facebook.com/Region Sports, RegionWrestling.com, and RegionSports.com. We come to you today from Hobart High School as Team Toyota in Schererville presents the 2020 Hobart Super Duals. My name is Brandon Root, and I will be joined on the call of the matches today by Louis Acuna, Bobby Joe Maldonado, and John Cook. Right now, I am just with Louis. Good morning, Louis. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. Excited for some more Saturday morning wrestling here at Hobart.
Yeah, we're going to be having a lot of quality matches going today. Right now, we are in round 2 following Hobart versus Lake Central. LC lost to Chesterton in the first round, 62-18. And right now, looking to get a fall, I believe that is Jacob Simpson for Hobart.
Yeah, that is Jacob Simpson, returning semi-state qualifier with a quick fall for himself to get himself off and running this morning.
Yeah, so that will bring a lead out. Team score. Hobart is leading 12-6 is what I was actually leaning towards right there, Rico. And I'm looking for some stuff on track, but I can't seem to get any of the lineups. It looks as if they're doing stuff on track right now on Hobart's side, but as far as lineups go, you got to bear with us a little bit here.
It looks like Sue's from Lake Central at 182. We got to see him wrestle against Crown Point on Thursday. He had a nail biter where he was on the losing end, bumping up at 195. So he's looking to build and bounce back from that loss that he had on Thursday, and he has a nice little slide by to go behind, and he's going to work on top right now.
Yeah, he wrestled really well in round 1. He got a pin, and that was really good.
Oh, and he's locked up a cradle here right away, knee in the side. So he's just looking to settle in. There's a lot of time left here in this first period.
There was. And that's gonna tie the score up 12-12. And now we move on to 182.
No, we're on. That was.
Oh, that was 182. Yep. 195.
Yeah, they're flying through it. We missed the first 2 matches because this dual meet got started a little bit early.
Yeah, it was scheduled for 10:30, but it looks like they're trying to run through.
So the first match, Isaiah Ponce at 152 got a fall. At 160, Tyler Turley got a forfeit. And then 170, Simpson with the fall. And then at 182, Sue's with the fall. So they're just trading 6-pointers here to start out this Saturday morning.
And this is, I believe,
Delgado from
right.
Lake Central. I'm not too sure who Hobart's 195 is. Hopefully track gets these names up for us because they didn't really provide us with too many lineups here this morning. And Delgado with a nice fireman's carry. He's looking to start this morning how he left off on Thursday. A nice win at a bump up 220. And Hobart's 195-pounder escapes. Back on their feet, about 40 seconds left in the first period.
And the man, the myth, the Hobart legend, Dante is joining us as well. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right. Just came to watch some wrestling on an off day. So.
Well, I'm glad you were able to make it. There were some rumblings that you weren't going to be able to show, and I'm glad you were here to make it in to your favorite gymnasium in the region.
Yeah, I'd say that this is one of my favorite spots to wrestle.
And that is yours as well.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I only lost once in this gym. It was really fun to wrestle in this gym. The crowds were always great. Obviously now with what's going on, we're not able to have that, but the fans would often fill our side of the gym, and it was a good little factor to have on your side in matches.
Yeah, we are happy to bring all of the matches following Hobart today, as well as we'll be bringing you quite a lot of quality matches, a lot of quality wrestling.
Nice reversal there for DeGrotto. He's out to a nice start here this morning.
DeGrotto leading 4-1 in the second period. Got a minute and 30 seconds left. He's going to go ahead and cut him. A lot of hand fighting. Ooh.
Tricky little, not too secure lat drop, but I mean he finds a way to get himself to.
Yeah, you want to get more upper body with that. You don't want to fall right to your back.
No, luckily DeGrotto's, he's an athletic 195, so he has good hips. He recovered himself there nicely to get his 2 points.
I know that Lake Central just wrestled Crown Point. Was DeGrotto, was he the only win for them in that duel?
Yeah, he was the only win. He bumped up to 220 and defeated Paul Clark, I believe.
Looking to lock up a cradle.
Got his hands locked here. He's going to pull him.
Yeah, definitely an awkward position to pull him over top of him like that. And they're going to start blood time.
That could be a blessing.
Yes, it could. I mean, sneak away with only giving up 2 back points and not a fall.
He could be.
I take that back. Now seeing Goshen here, I have had 2 losses in this gym. I lost to Oscar Cash of Crown Point, and I lost by disqualification to, I'm not sure what his name was, but it was a Goshen wrestler.
Well, we'll only credit the Oscar Cash.
Yeah. I was a little upset about the other one.
So coming out of this blood time with DeGrotto leading, Dante, what do you think Lake Central's coach Trevline is telling DeGrotto?
Yeah, I mean, he 100% wants the major here. I think he's expecting that. He's got a 9-2 lead, so he probably wants him to put it on him a little bit. And he's still got 2.5 minutes of wrestling. He might even look for, a tech, but he's shown that he can get him to his back, so they want as many bonus points from DeGrotto as possible. Justin Sawyer, in his position here, he's still very well in the match. I mean, these big guys can take him straight to the back, so he's got to look to get himself back in it, one move at a time.
Yeah, all those bonus points are going to really come into play, especially since it's already so close, so we don't know at the end of this where it's going to look like.
Yeah, and if we know anything from the Crown Point Lake Central duel, they did have some holes in the lineup, giving up forfeits, so Lake Central is going to need all the bonus points they could get, especially if Hobart has a complete lineup today.
Correct. He's doing a good job of controlling that wrist on top.
He's really doing that really well. He's baiting him almost to feel comfortable because he's just fighting the wrist, and he pops that cradle on.
He's going to look to get
Saved
3
by the
right
bell.
there in the back. Now DeGrotto leading 12-2 at the start of the third. Already got the major locked up and then some, so he's going to look to possibly get a tech if he can get him another takedown and get him on his back.
Yeah, and it's smart there for Hobart's Coach Cook telling his guy to go on his feet. You can't go underneath the guy because you just got turned a couple times back to back with cradles, so you want to give your guy that fighting chance and tell him go on his feet. Hopefully he could go get a takedown and possibly cut into that major lead, or you hold on and only give up the 4 today.
Looking to jack him up with some under. Oh,
Nice dump. Nice dump.
and he's gonna got that arm.
Sawyer's got to fight here for his team. DeGrado's looking to put him away.
With 195 pounds of man on
Yeah,
you.
it's a lot of pressure.
Yep, you relax for a second and get put to your back. It's going to be hard to get a big guy like that off you.
And I believe, unless Lake Central's sending out a guy,
They are.
it looks like they are.
Is Lake Central winning?
Yes, Lake Central's leading 18-12.
And we got Bobby Babcock here. A lot of power, a lot of explosion.
Mr. Football this year, I think. 2020 Mr. Football.
And there we see that power.
Just committed to play on the next level.
Yeah, just committed to play to and signed to Illinois State. Go Redbirds.
He's looking to end this one quick, as he does with the fall. Only less than 15 seconds.
Yeah, it looked like it didn't miss a beat from Craig Osika's football squad with a nice blast double.
Yep. Looks
straight to his back.
Yeah, they always say that football conditioning is way different from wrestling conditioning, but when you can stick somebody in 14 seconds, I don't think that matters very much.
Oh, 100%. I'm sure Bobby and Tyler and a couple of these other football guys that are getting off the mat, if they can get off the mat quick, they're happy until they get their wrestling conditioning up, because it is 100% different.
Do we have any track updates with the rosters yet?
I will. Fingers work, as I would like to say. That is a negative.
It's a big negative, so unfortunately we can't do these guys any justice by giving you a name.
Well, I know that Hobart's wrestler is Pickett. That's Alex Pickett. He's actually
Pickett.
the center for Hobart football. Really athletic kid, hard worker too. So he got pushed out there in that first little exchange. He's just got a control center. He looks to be a little undersized. So he's just got to use that side-to-side lateral quickness and look to some offense. He looks like he's getting to that two-on-one really easily. So maybe look for a snatch off of it. Oh, there's a nice reshot attack.
Low leg attack there. You don't see too many big guys throwing those around.
No, there was a lot. That was a quick exchange for 285 pounders. Well, heavyweights, not necessarily 285. I don't think neither of these guys are up 285.
Yeah, they don't look like full 285s, but
Oh, and if I recall, from Thursday's dual meet, I believe Lake Central's heavyweight is Seth Garcia. Does that ring a bell, Brandon?
yes, I do believe so.
Yeah,
So
he lost that double overtime nail biter.
Yep, you're correct. And I think actually Seth wrestled. Since they bumped up in the first round, he actually wrestled Evan Bates. First round against Chesterton, he had a tough loss, so I'm sure he's going to come out here and try and battle. Yes, Garcia for Lake Central, Pickett for Hobart.
Yeah, and what we saw Thursday with Garcia, he's actually pretty active. He likes to force his opponents to the edge of the mat, bringing a lot of forward pressure, a lot of half shot double legs to hopefully snatch at least one leg. But he does bring a lot of pace and a lot of pressure for a big man.
Garcia's going to go under. And I believe he did a decent job on Thursday, trying to move off the whistle.
Yeah, he was good on bottom. He had two quick escapes against was it Crown Point heavyweight Jack Reese? That was his name.
And that was, obviously overtime match. It was very exciting. We got some blood time. Yeah, this is blood time right now.
That means he stopped the blood. The bleeding stopped. They're cleaning, so they're preserving that blood time on the clock for Hobart's Pickett, because they got the bleeding to stop. So they're telling the scorer's table, stop that blood time. All we need to do is just clean up the mess that's on the mat.
Currently 18-18 the team score. Garcia leading 2-1 over Pickett for Hobart. Good pressure. Garcia up on his feet right away. A nice low shot.
Take the shot like that.
Yeah,
You got to take your time. He really just jumped in there.
Yeah, it was not timed and not set up well at all. Oh, that's good hit by us right there, though. Oh, starting blood time one more.
Yeah.
And yeah, his nose piece looks like it fell right there on the mat.
Yep, right in the center of the mat. Probably after that low single attempt that he tried there. Like Dante said, the guy got his one, and he looked in a great stance, so you really don't want to force a bad shot right there.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to catch Garcia off guard and trying to hit him with the low single.
And yeah, don't sleep on Garcia, man. He's shown that he has active, quick feet. He down blocked right away and got his two, but kudos to Pickett. Created a little flurry there with trapping the elbow, a little half Peterson / hip heist to get himself one.
And currently down 5-2. What do you think he needs to do to really get back, and take this match away from Garcia?
He's got to his underhook multiple times, and the underhook he's gotten to, it's been deep. He's got it comfortably. He's just not getting the head position where he can actually put together an attack from there. So I think Pickett needs to get to his feet. Oh, that's right. Was there choice, or are they still neutral?
No, they should be still neutral.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I was going to say there wasn't an injury time. So yeah, he needs to get back to that underhook and get good head position. He'll look for a good attack. Can't be diving in on the shots that he's been having.
And they're going to look to battle right now. A lot of heavy hands. Nice snatch single. Just lets it go. He should have finished it right there. Had good position and everything.
Pickett has to keep moving forward. He's getting that 2-on-1, but he's really not able to do anything with it. He needs to look to get back to that underhook. Find something else.
Yeah, Garcia seems to be a little bit too strong there to keep that one arm away from him. The nose piece fell out once more.
I say give him the mummy tape. No, mummy him up around the nose.
Yep.
He can breathe out of the nose. He can breathe out of his mouth. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he's not too happy that it keeps falling out. So, yeah, I agree with Dante. If you want to go mummy look early, go ahead, because, at heavyweights, if they're on their feet, there's going to be a ton of hand fighting and head position moving. So, Garcia's head's going to keep clipping his nose for that nose plug to fall out.
I don't think I ever had a bloody nose in a high school wrestling match, which is insane to say.
As funny as it is, I think I had more bloody noses in the room than I did in a match.
Nope, not even in the room for me. See, earlier in the career when I had braces, I got a little busted up, but never in the nose. All right, Pickett's got to go on the attack here. Garcia is active, man. He's an active heavyweight. He's not comfortable with the 3-point lead.
Yeah, he's been looking to score, and he has a great. See, look, he's had great awareness there on the edge where he circles and finishes Pickett out of bounds, and he was doing that a lot on Thursday at Crown Point as well.
He can explode and apply a lot of pressure right in the perfect positions, to force a stall call.
How old is Garcia? Do you guys know?
I do. He might be a senior, maybe a junior. I do believe he's an upperclassman. got 30 seconds of blood time left. So
Definitely got to do the mummy now. You got to mummy him up.
Yeah, Lito, tape him up.
Yeah, this is or it could be a little bit of miscommunication. Coach Cook seemed a little bit upset there. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. I mean, he's not bleeding excessively. It's just he can't keep that. Can't seem to keep that nose plug in.
Might need to double him up in there. Doesn't look like they're going to tape him up. That's something we haven't seen too much. Garcia backed up right off the whistle. He needs to keep moving forward and keep that pressure.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see him take 2 steps backwards, but then he almost looked like he wanted to take that blast or that snatch double. So I thought maybe he could have been baiting him, but I think Pickett has to kind of put together little sprints at the end of these periods.
There it is. He got in on the leg. He just needs to finish here. Oh, wow. Right to the back.
That was a lot of power right there.
He caught his arm. Well, good job to belly over.
Those are some big points at the end of the second period for Garcia. And man, he's showing some power himself, going in a nice power lift on that high crotch. You don't see too many 200 and something pounders getting lifted like that in the air. So. And
it's good to see him finish. We didn't see him finish too many shots on Thursday. We seen him get in on the legs, and we seen him earlier in this, in the match, being able to get that snatch single, but not be able to finish. So.
I think Garcia smells blood in the water a little bit. They put him to.
No pun intended.
No pun intended there. But I think Garcia's looking to get the major here. I think LC's coaches, they wanted him to get on his feet. Now it looks like Pickett's putting it on him a little bit. He's got it. He's
not standing down. He's applying pressure. He's hand fighting with him.
Next step of that is putting together some offense. Because if you're just waiting right like that, Garcia's going to keep scoring points.
And Pickett bellies out, gives Garcia an 8-point lead.
He's going to cut him, and he's going to look for more. Oh, more blood time. Nose piece fell out once again.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's really even bleeding too much anymore. It's just the precautions of him, that nose plug keeps falling out.
I want to thank you for joining us, and as we live stream these few rounds from Hobart. Once again, I am here with Luis Acuna and Dante Koza, and we will be joined today later on by Bobby Joe Maldonado and John Cook, former head coaches in their respective professions. We will move back to the mat. Garcia up 11-4. Team score still 18-18. Minute 18 left in this match.
Garcia being real active with his hands there. Nice snap down. He needs a mat return here on the edge, and he gets it.
He's making that look really easy. He feels comfortable out there. He's fluent.
Now, if you're Hobart, are you looking for him to ride him out for the rest of the period and lock up the major? Are you looking for Garcia to score more points here?
If I'm Lake Central's coach, you've had success on top too, so I mean I'll just ride out and look for back points and work for the fall. I don't know, with 45 seconds left, I don't know how many more takedowns you're going to go get because you're only up 9.
Right.
So I'd be trying to telling my guy put together a good ride and just work the score on top at this point.
Less than 30 seconds left in this match now. A stall call for Pickett from Hobart. He needs to work up here and get to his base and get to his feet and get one to finish out this match strong.
And hopefully you could create some action enough for yourself to sneak out a reversal, so you take that major away, but it doesn't look like it. Garcia's applying a lot of pressure up on his upper body with that wrist control, and there we have a major for Seth Garcia from Lake Central.
And that could prove to be a big thing in the team score as we move farther along in this duel. LC is leading 22-18.
And we got Mejia versus Rivera here. Is that Hobart's 106-pounder?
Yes, it is Mejia. I believe he was behind Triana last year at 6. I haven't really got to see him wrestle a whole bunch. I haven't been in the room at all this year, but last year earlier he looked promising. He had put together some good stuff. But
yeah, he's a long, lengthy 106-pounder.
Oh yeah, I know. He's
got some size over Rivera, but Rivera's going to look to his left-handed single over and over again. That's what we saw him have success with on his feet on Thursday.
Is Rivera a freshman?
I believe so. He looks like a young 106-pounder. So
yeah, he looks a little light. Mejia also probably makes him look a little light with that extra 2 feet he's got on each leg.
Yeah. But Rivera doing a great job getting his leg attacks, trying to finish a double here on the edge.
Rivera is Lake Central. And then you said Mejia is for Hobart.
A lot of action.
Did they not award 2?
No points there.
Wow.
Because Mejia was holding on to the leg.
I saw he had the ankle. I thought maybe they might have still awarded it. But I mean, it's good. I think it should open his eyes a little bit and see that he needs to get to his attack. He was kind of a little lackadaisical. Wasn't putting on. Rivera's still kind of controlling the tide. Wow, he disappeared right there.
Yeah, he's going to disappear to that left side single.
Important here to catch one of those ankles or get right behind one of those, right under that butt cheek on the backside, on his hamstring. Get a hand there. See, reaching like that's not good.
He's so long that he's
really long, but you still put yourself in some respective danger there.
Put yourself in positions that might not be most suitable for you.
It almost looked like he was almost going for a spladle with no leg locked up in there, the way he was reaching over the top.
It's kind of a bad stalemate. He had just locked his hands on it looked like he was running almost like a bundle and was looking to switch to a cradle, and right when he switched
there's still a lot of action going there. I mean, reffing is hard, but if guys are working to score, I don't stop that match, especially again with 5 seconds left in the end of the first period.
Rivera looked good that first period. It looked like he controlled a lot of what was going on.
Yeah, seemed to be pushing the pace.
Yeah,
and shooting, working on his offense.
Yeah, he got a little extended a couple times, but I'd look for him to, once they're back on their feet, look for him to kind of clean up those takedowns.
Yeah, he brought the pace, he brought the pressure. He got a few takedowns himself Thursday at Crown Point and had himself a little bit of a lead, but then he struggled a bit when it came to wrestling on the mat.
Did he wrestle Captor there?
Yeah, Captor threw in the legs, and that was all she wrote. So you want to put yourself together here, a tough ride. If you're Rivera, if you get back on your feet, no harm, no foul, because, man, you found some leg attack offense a lot in that first period.
He's going tight waist, far ankle there, and he's trying to get a breakdown going, and he gets him to his belly.
Yeah, Mejia, you gotta get your knees underneath you.
It looked like he was trying to run his wrist, but lost it. He's got wrist control right now. He's gonna.
Yeah, Rivera's
running a wing. Now, see, Mia's posting right there. He should be grabbing his far wrist and then trying to bring it into him, and that's gonna help him try and get him over. But he's just trying to keep that tight, and he's got his wrist locked up under his stomach too, so he's got his arm locked up.
Yeah, it was tight, but he unfortunately let his arm slide up the back, so we're gonna see that potentially dangerous call. And if you're Mejia, you're kind of taking a deep breath and thank gosh, because that position is not fun to be in.
Not comfortable at all.
Your shoulder's hurting a bit, so you got to get off to a fast start here on bottom. You don't want to hang out here, and he does there a little bit, but at least he's right here to a sit, so you could create some action.
Look for a return right into a tilt here. No, we got a boot in though.
And he's real slick, able to get that leg in there. But Maya's attacking it right away, elevating it onto his stomach so it's not in between his legs, but he looked like he let it go to attack that power half.
Getting a little high here. I think if Rivera, you want to stay in better position than this. He looks like he might give up a 2 here.
Yeah, Maya try it. He may try and headhunt.
He's looking to climb up that shoulder. They might call a stalemate though if it doesn't go anywhere else.
If he grabs his head and pushes it, he could catch him.
Rivera's trying.
Yeah, he's holding on here.
See, look, they're telling him go for his head.
I'd just kick away if I was Rivera here. Kick away, get out of there.
Yeah, try to only give up your 1, but hey.
Maybe.
Well, if he could hold on.
We might have spoke too soon.
7 more seconds.
So I said, he should have bailed out. I feel like when he reached for his head, if he would have bailed out, he could have got away from the reversal and the back points.
See, that changes the whole complexion of the match because now it's Rivera's choice and he has to decide what he wants to do. And you probably don't want to go bottom because battling 5-0 from bottom is not a good start. You probably just want to get to your attacks on his feet. That's a 5-0 swing right there. You got to be more aware of where you're at there.
Yeah, and kudos to Mejia for keeping working there.
Yep.
Hobart's 106-pounder. Working all the way to the buzzer, and he got himself a 5-point move.
Wow.
But great dump for Rivera. He knows he has to get up.
He was looking for his own 5-point move right there.
Mejia can't shut down here. He's got to stay wrestling, hand fighting. He's got to stay active.
That was slick.
He almost hesitated. He was actually surprised he got it, it looked like.
Yeah, he is. It didn't look like I haven't seen him fire off too many left-handed high crotches.
I don't think that was too far out yet, but smart by Mejia to attack the
But
leg.
he is awarded the 2. I'll agree with that call.
You're going to stand him back up again.
And he's going to put him right back on his feet.
I'll agree, too. It looked like he had pretty good control of that position.
He had him on his hip. If he could have reached up and probably put a half, he probably could have got some back points there.
Yeah, but at the pace that Rivera's going on his feet,
he needs to.
He's cutting into this lead. But here comes the possible Splato with this length, and here
You got it. I wouldn't be looking for a Splato.
I wouldn't be doing
that is not your first set of defense.
No, but at this point, in this position
Even
anyway.
if he can fight for a stalemate here, that's big. But he looks like he might get.
Good job to get your hips back.
Yep. His legs out there.
Yeah, he's really utilizing his length, but Rivera.
At least he knew when to bail out, because if there's a chance he holds on there. He did eat away at some of the clock, but you get put to your back. You don't want to get back points here, and he wants to bail.
Keep wrestling. And locked hands call.
That's bad. I almost felt like he couldn't get his hands out possibly, but that's such a weird spot,
It is a very weird spot because you just get the takedown, but you got to get your hands separated right away. Great motion by the Hobart coaching staff for getting that extra 1 for his wrestler. And there's two officials on this mat, so the assistant official saw it, alerted the head official, and he gets his 1, then he gets an escape, so he was up 2, but Rivera again on another leg attack, so we're tied up at 10-10 with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, he's really putting it on him. Oh, he's got a nice tilt. But he's right to his... Oh, this is some questionable decision making.
I completely respect it going out and trying to get that tilt in the last 20 seconds.
Yep.
I was actually surprised there was 34 on the clock. I was surprised not to see him cut him again. He was getting to the leg so easily.
No change, says the official. Mejia's back down with 6.5. Trevline telling Rivera, you need to hold him down because you've been the man on your feet. So get this into overtime.
He's telling him go ankle.
Yep, tight waist ankle.
Oh, step back. Is he going to get backs? Yes, he's getting backs.
Wow.
Two near fall awarded right at the end.
Coach Cook's going to question this a little bit.
Yeah, he's gonna ask how long was he there and what was your angle on it?
Because he had a second later positioning there as far as the referee looking at it. And they're gonna talk about it a little bit. I'm not sure.
No, I don't think anything's going to change here.
No, I don't think so either.
You got to be aware where you're at. And I think.
Yep, and there, I believe he just nodded his head for confirmation. What a display of heart and effort by Rivera there, man. He went and got after some takedowns. I know Coach Cook not too happy with that result, because your wrestler's in control going into the third period, and then you give up quite a few takedowns.
I think in that position, Mejia looked really tired later in those later periods at end of the second and the entire third. It almost maybe it could be a cut thing. Maybe he's still adjusting and making the weight.
And this will be Cortez for Lake Central. And is that Schammert?
Yes, it is. It's Trevor Schammert.
Trevor Schammert for Hobart. And LC currently leading 25-18 in this duel.
Shammert's one of my favorite Hobart boys, 100%. He, I would grab him in the room when I was in there, and I was a 174-pound college guy, and I'd grab him and just roll with him. And he's an athletic kid. He's fun. He's a funny kid, and I think he's a guy that kind of just let up a little bit too early last year and should have been down there at Banker's Life, but hoping he gets there this year. If this is Cortez, I don't know how many Cortezes there are, but I've heard quite a few.
Trevor Schammert.
Yeah, this is Cortez. He was a state qualifier last year at 106 pounds.
All right. I just know that there's like a Sebastian Cortez. I just don't know all their names. I just know there's a couple of Cortezes, and they're all pretty solid.
Johnny,
okay.
Yeah, he wrestled a really tough match in the first round. And took a tough loss, so he's going to probably look to wrestle really hard against another tough opponent in Schammert, who's no slouch himself.
Yeah, he's got back-to-back tough 113-pound bouts. He had Hayden DeMarco from Chesterton in the first round, took a decision loss there, and now Schammert. So he's got his work cut out for him. You got two of the region's best 113-pounders back-to-back early in the season, so. But Cortez is no slouch himself. He's a grinder. He's going to stay active, keep that pace high. But Schammert, he's tough, man. Tough kid.
Yeah, this should be a really good one. A lot of action, a lot of pressure by both wrestlers.
Yeah, a lot of hand fighting, a lot of action being brought. Just nobody could get to any clean leg attacks to go get any points there in the first period.
Shammert's going to go ahead and go on bottom. He's got to move quick right off the whistle, get his one.
Yeah, Cortez going cross body right away on top.
Yeah, you look to put that boot in, and Schammert knew to stand right up, and he grabbed his leg and started breaking him down.
I have a love-hate relationship with that position. I would love when I would use it to soak up time, and I would hate when other guys would do it to me.
Yeah, it definitely eats up the clock if you let a guy get into some crossbody leg riding action, or leg riding in general, because it takes time to work to escape here. Yeah, but it looks like Shammert's doing a good job with his reversal.
Cortez rode a little high there, and Schammert able to poke his head out.
He knocked the hips off to the side, and found a way to go get his two.
If I'm Schammert here, I'm going to look to try a couple different turns, see what I can get going.
Still a minute left in the second, so he's got plenty of time to.
But I mean, if he's able to get a turn here, that can change his mindset of, okay, let's go get a major. You know, starting the third, if he's at a 5-0 lead, that can change that a little bit. So I think you just need, and plus you want to figure out as much as you can about some of these guys that you don't get to wrestle as much, and you only get to wrestle them maybe come semi-state.
Yeah, because they won't two different conferences as well, so they won't be seeing much of each other until tournament time.
Yeah, two different conferences, and I believe they're not in the regional either.
No, separate regionals.
Yeah, separate regionals as well. So.
Yeah, Hobart's here at their own regional, and then I believe Lake Central's at Crown Point. he's riding tough right now. He's kept Cortez flat here ever since the reversal. Constant pressure on top. And there goes the warning for stalling. Yeah, I mean, he's kept him on his belly, and Cortez really hasn't found a way to build a base.
It looks like they're telling Johnny to go neutral, so putting him on his feet, gonna try and.
I would agree with that. Your guy
just got rode out.
You just got rode out for a minute 15 straight on your belly. So go back on your feet, try to get to some offense to tie this thing up.
Cortez looked to shake his hand again. Maybe.
The ultimate sign of sportsmanship.
Yeah, he is a great kid in his own right too. I've seen him wrestle in the RWA room in the off season.
Yeah, I remember his father too is very friendly.
Yeah,
very friendly people.
Yeah, good people. Good Cortez family, good people. Yeah, and this kid, he'll get after it, man. He's all effort in the off season in the wrestling room. And then Shammered, I'm pretty sure I don't have much experience with him, but
good shot to get to his legs.
I would imagine the
good
exact
finish
same thing for him.
Yeah, Shammered's a year-round
He could
guy.
go for his head right here. He's got Shammered on his hip. But
he's got those heels hooked. He possibly have worked up the body, but yep.
They want him to cut him.
Trevline telling him to cut him.
LC guys have looked good on their feet in these last couple matches. So
he needs to get to it, though. He needs to attack.
Yeah, you don't want to shut down here if you're Shammered. You just saw what happened to your 106 pounder in this situation. So you want to hold great position, but find a way to go score an extra takedown for yourself to really go ice this one.
you don't want to get a circle out and you don't want to back out and give a stall here. I'd grab that ankle. You want to grab that ankle. You got two hands to one side.
Johnny doesn't want to just jump under there either, you know.
No, if you're Cortez though here too, you got to kind of notice where that edge is and get yourself a reset because you're wasting.
Yeah, Shammer's eating away time right now in the front headlock position.
He's not in any danger right here in a front headlock position. But way to work back up to your feet. Now you got short time. You got to go get a takedown. Shammer showing great defense, eyeing him up. Stalemate.
Cortez
trying to work that high crotch, but he just can't seem to get to his leg.
Cortez got himself in trouble now because there's no stall for Shammer. He can literally run for the next 10 seconds if he wanted to. I don't think he is. I think he's going to stick in there and wrestle.
He's going to do his best. He wants to keep that hand down. Cortez just keeps firing to that high crotch, but now it goes back the other way.
Too little, too late. But, good job by Trevor there. I think Cortez, though, I think he needs to look in the room when he's in the room, and the coaches, this is a big part of the coaches, is he needs to look for a takedown when he's down late. He needs a solid go-to takedown, maybe two, because what he was looking for, I think it was the dump he was looking for. It just wasn't there. There wasn't really a setup there.
And then he showed some life, though, when he changed it up.
Yep.
You've been pressuring with that high crotch all day, so that guy knows that's coming, and he's down blocked it a ton in that third period. Then he goes to a sweep. But it was just a little too late to finish that single leg for him.
So who do we have here? Is this Triana?
This is Donovan Ruiz.
Oh, okay.
Donovan Ruiz. Triana got big.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's no longer a 106-pounder.
He's more of a middleweight. He's no longer,
all right.
no longer a lightweight.
A little questionable decision there by Lake Central's 113-pounder. And Reyes catches him for the 2 and 3 back points.
Well, this is 20.
Yeah, we're at 20.
Oh, 20? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure. So we have already 5-0 lead.
You got to be looking bonus points here if you're Hobart. You want bonus points.
I'm not sure. Who do we have here from Lake Central? I'm not entirely sure. We haven't seen anything on track yet.
I'm not sure. I try and recognize a lot of these guys and see if I know them from Region Wrestling Academy, but that is not one I recognize.
LC still leading this team duel 25-21.
I gotta say, man, I'm still really impressed with Revere at 106. He impressed me.
Yeah, he really got on and pushed the pace.
Yeah, he showed a lot of poise there at 106 and looking like being a young guy.
Yes.
Having that grit to go get as many takedowns as he got in that third period against a little bit older of a 106-pounder. and giving up some size.
Gotta be a lot of confidence built there too on your feet. You take a guy down like that, almost at will, basically. You gain a lot of confidence in your feet, and I think from here, I think go back. I think they record all their matches. I'm sure that when they go back and look at this, they're gonna tune some stuff up. Cook's a smart coach. Johansson's a smart coach. They're all smart coaches over there. So I think that could be a tick-around match.
I don't know.
I'm not sure how deep 106 is in the semi-state this year. I don't know. I know that there's a lot of young talent. I've seen a lot of young talent. That Portage kid was very, very talented. Tolbert, was it?
Mm-hmm, Tolbert. I think he's ranked, like 7th or 6th in our semi-state right now. They're some older guys. You got some, I think, action going on they have action going on at Crown Point this morning.
Yes.
So
we are currently live streaming the Carnahan tournament for the first time ever.
Nice lift.
Nice
we do believe.
explosive double by Lake Central's 120-pounder. Yeah, so over at Crown Point, you get to see some action with River Forest's Jeffrey Bailey.
Yeah, if you're looking for the Crown Point
6 guys.
wrestling, we are currently at Hobart with me, Dante Colza, and Luis Acuna. We will be joined by probably a few guys who forgot more about wrestling than we will ever know.
Yeah, Bobby Joe Maldonado and John Cook, those guys are legends in the sport, so they'll bring a lot of knowledge and experience to the broadcast as well if they end up joining us today.
Yeah, I believe Triana's at 38. I believe, maybe 32 today. Not sure. I believe if I saw correctly, he wrestled 38 the first duel of the season or something.
Yeah.
You don't want to get too extended here. He's doing a good job of getting close to his hips, but
Yeah, he's got that elbow trapped on the other side, so he's kind of looking for a dump finish underneath, but he lets go.
oh, nice. Went for a little bit of like
A little scoot, a little peek out scoot, but didn't have any control of the legs, so
and couldn't cut that corner.
Couldn't cut the corner to get your 2. But man, these guys, I don't know these guys, but they are bringing some action here at 120.
They're moving some of the shots. I mean, you got to put together some better attacks.
Yeah,
Can't dive down.
yeah, they're shooting a little bit too far away, so that probably shows that some of these guys' youth and a little bit of inexperience in wrestling. But they are coming here with all effort and looking to score, and that makes me happy as a coach. If I don't have an experienced guy, at least I got a guy that I know that's out there that's going to go look to score points. And Hobart doing a great job over here on this open mat, sanitizing in between duels.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff about what they have been planning to do in their regulations. They've been doing small pods, working together, only 2 to 3 drill partners. It's not a lot of people wrestling with each other, and social distance between small groups, and practices have been divided into groups for social distancing. 1 in the wrestling room, 1 in the field house on the mat. Touch-free hand sanitizer available outside and inside the room and field house. So they've been doing a lot of things, to make this possible. A lot of people question, wrestling and everything else. But as far as, you're keeping things close and close-knit, there's, other people aren't in the wrestling room. You're not having 7 people in a huddle. You're not having, 11 on 11, sports. So it's 1-on-1, and you're in there with one other person on the mat.
Yeah, I'm glad my time is far past from having to wrestle in the high school room, because I would hate having to wrestle with only 2 other guys. It would drive me nuts. But kudos, these guys are all making sacrifices. I mean, they're going in. They might hate it just as much as I do wrestling with the same 2 guys, but they got to do what they got to do. They're going to keep sharpening each other.
Yeah, you would always love to, get a different look from different styles of wrestlers, in the room. But the safety is,
yeah, it's
key.
Important right now.
You want to keep your wrestlers safe, and you want to make sure that they can finish out their season.
Oh yeah, these guys bust their tail to go chase their goals and dreams throughout the season. And Hobart, as we see the list of stuff that they're doing for their program to stay alive and active, I mean, they're pulling all the stops to be as safe as possible and as clean as possible.
Exactly.
And right now, I mean, personally, I mean, unfortunately, we're going through this COVID stuff, but wrestling is probably at its safest and cleanest that I've ever seen it in my wrestling career.
Yep, I'd imagine so too.
The Hobart 120-pounder coming away with the W 8-2, and that's going to shorten the lead for LC. Now 24-25. Hobart just 1 point behind in the team race in this duel.
I believe this is Devin Weibel of Hobart.
Okay. I'm not sure who our man from LC is. So Weibel for Hobart.
Weibel for Hobart.
Yes. Yeah. Hobart. Yeah, Weibel.
W-I-B-L-E, I believe. Or E-L, one of the two, something. I know Devin Weibel.
Nice little pass by there.
Yeah, we apologize for not being able to give you every single name. This started out a little bit earlier, so we weren't able to go down there and get the matchups, but we are doing our best here. Thankfully, we got two minds that are better with memory than mine, so.
It'd be nice. I mean, it'd be nice if they could give us some weigh-in sheets, It'd be nice. Because, lineups change, too.
Yeah, nice underhook. Nice little throw by underhook to your single leg. Good finish there for Weibel.
The one good thing about this is at least we know Hobart's going to be the home team and they're going to be green. So.
Yep. I don't know too much about Devin. I've known his family, and I've seen him wrestle throughout the youth. Coming up through the youth circuit, and I know he's won and beat some good kids. And he's a tough kid, so I'm not sure what year he is. Like I said, I haven't been in the Hobart room for quite a while, so I know some of the guys that were freshmen when I was a senior, like Babcock and Turley and some of those guys, but. There's a lot of promise in the Hobart room. There's a lot of guys that probably don't get in on matchups or in the lineup that are pretty good guys. So, which is not a bad problem to have.
He's on the edge. He's looking to run a wing there, but
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
he's got his feet in bounds, but they're going to call him out. It looks like his knee tapped.
Yeah, his knee tapped out of bounds. So you got that extra. You have the extra point of contact out of bounds, so you're not going to be able to get.
It doesn't look like he got any swipes, did he?
No, the assistant referee had, I think that is Kenny Hughes, if I'm not
Kenny
mistaken.
Hughes, Cradle King, Kenny Hughes.
Cradle King, Kenny Hughes from Lowell, who's a good wrestler and state placer in his own right. So that guy knows wrestling and did a great job helping out the head official, pointing out, hey, this guy's out of bounds, can't award those back points.
Hey, I do like the young official aspect of it. I'm not trying to sound biased, but wrestling has changed a lot. So some of the newer guys, they just got off the mat. They're fresh off the mat or fresh out of the college room. Sometimes they get some good looks. I like Kenny. He officiated a couple of my matches and I think he caught me stalling a couple times and hit me. So, and I'm pretty good at hiding it. So good looks for Kenny there. Now Kenny McGill, Eric McGill. I don't know if he's officiating in the high school level anymore. I know he was doing some collegiate.
I do believe he's because he was actually on some broadcasts for us, but I do believe he's doing collegiate officiating.
Okay, yeah.
And then his father, Mr. McGill.
Mr. McGill.
Mr. McGill is doing some officiating of his own. Another good takedown there in a seatbelt position for Weibel.
Correct.
Devin Weibel. Yep.
He was able to finish there. You always want you see people getting on legs, and we talked about this a little bit with Garcia, not being able to finish, and so you see a lot of these guys, especially at lighter weights, able to get in on their single legs and hit a dump or use their seatbelt and able to finish shots. And obviously he's leading 7-0 going into the second during the second, and he's got him on the ropes here.
I know that, and if the Hobart coaching staff, they're feeling really good about this match. It's 7-0, and you're in a tight duel here with Lake Central. So if you could go get some extra points here, and it looks like Weibel's got a tight power half in.
Yeah, that does not feel good cranking on your shoulder like that.
No, No, you do not. You're stretched out. I talked about it on Thursday.
Yes.
You're getting wrung like a rag down there.
Yeah, it already hurts to have legs put in I know that via experience. But, when someone's, cranking on your shoulder and wrapping your ribs around you, it is painful. And you want to do your best to get that shoulder back.
Yeah, credit to this Lake Central wrestler. He is being tough there. I don't know if too many other people could be that tough holding on there without giving up any back points, but there we go, and there we see it. And now Weibel's moved himself into a major decision position here at the end of the second, up 10-0 with short time left. I know Cook and Johansson are going to be really happy with this performance.